World Radio Day is celebrated on 13th February each year. This followed a proclamation in 2011 by the member states of UNESCO, which was later endorsed by the United Nations General Assembly on 14 January 2013 as an international day. Guided by a proposal from Spain, UNESCO's executive board had recommended to the 36th General Conference the proclamation of World Radio Day based on a feasibility study that had been undertaken by UNESCO. World Radio Day Committee. This committee was born in 2012 after the proclamation of UNESCO's World Radio Day. The idea came from the president of the Spanish Radio Academy. This committee consists of the most important radio broadcast organizations, ITU, International Telecommunication Union. Radio stations around the world are invited to promote the official interactive platform WRD13.com of the International WRD Committee by proposing to their listeners to deposit audio messages on it in any language, which they will be able to download for broadcasting all day long on 13 February. The board recommended to the UNESCO General Conference that it proclaims a World Radio Day at its 36th session and that this day is celebrated by UNESCO on 13th February. The anniversary of the day that the United Nations established the United Nations Radio in 1946. It also invited all United Nations member states, organizations of the United Nations system, and other international and regional organizations, professional associations, and broadcasting unions, as well as civil society, including non governmental organizations and individuals, to duly celebrate World Radio Day in the way that each considers most adequate.
Radio and Peace. On World Radio Day 2023, UNESCO highlights independent radio as a pillar for conflict prevention and peace building. An armed conflict between countries or groups within a country may also translate into a conflict of media narratives. The narrative can either increase tensions or maintain conditions for peace. In reporting and informing the general public, radio stations shape public opinion and frame a narrative that can influence domestic and international situations and decision-making processes. Increasing radio's journalistic standards and capacity should be considered as an investment in peace. Radio in conflict prevention and peace building. Radio is an important player and an essential part of maintenance and transition to peace. Professional radio addresses both the root causes and triggers of conflict before they potentially explode into violence. It offers an alternative methodology of conflict prevention by clarifying frustrations or clashes of interest, clearing misunderstandings, and identifying issues of distrust. This can help counter hate, the desire for revenge, or the will to take up arms. Radio programmers' varied, collaborative techniques also reinforce a culture of dialogue by means of participatory programs and formats such as call-ins, talk shows, listeners' focus, etc., and so give opportunities to discuss on air and democratically latent issues, including disagreements. Professional independent radio thus strengthens democracy and provides the foundation for sustainable peace. UN peacekeeping missions support radio stations and radio programs in many of the host countries. Read more about the impact of UN peacekeeping radio stations. Together, let's celebrate the 12th edition of World Radio Day. Here are some ideas on how to celebrate.
Today, as we culminate a celebration of World Radio Day, let us take a moment to reflect on the incredible power and influence of this timeless medium. In the last 2 minutes, we have developed into the heart of what radio means to us as a global community. And now, as we bid farewell to this special day, let us underscore the enduring importance of radio in our life. Radio, with its unparalleled ability to transcend borders and connect people, has been steadfast companion in our journey through time. It has weathered to the storms of technological advancement and emerged stronger, providing time and again that its essence lies not in the equipment but in the voice that resonates through the airwaves. As we celebrate World Radio Day, we acknowledge the vital role radio plays in fostering dialogue, understanding, and unity among diverse cultures. It serves as a bridge that spans gaps amplifying voice that might otherwise be unheard. Today we have celebrated the diversity of content from news and education to music and entertainment, highlighting the rich tapestry of human experience that radio bring into our life. In an era dominating by visual stimuli, radio continues to thrive as an intimate companion, weaving stories, sharing information, and igniting imagination. It is a medium that engages our minds, sparks conversation, brings communities together. The magic of radio lies not just in the what is said, but in the spaces between the words, where our imagination take flight. As we conclude this celebration, let us pledge to keep the spirit of World Radio Day alive every day. Let us value and support the diverse voices that enrich the airwaves. Let us recognize the power of radio to inspire positive change, promote inclusivity, and foster sense of belonging and in an interconnected world. So on this World Radio Day, let the waves of gratitude and appreciation ripple across the airwaves, reaching every listener who has ever tuned in. Together, let us continue to embrace and the enduring magic of radio, for it is a force that unites us all in the symphony of human connection. Thank you, and may the spirit of radio, of World Radio Day, resonate in our life until we meet again on the airwaves.